Hey, good morning. It's Thursday, November 12th. Thanks so much for being here. The thought for the day is just being amazed at God's faithfulness and how He's able to take things that I've known for a long, long time and make them fresh. And that's just the joy of what God does. It's the value of continuing just to try and understand His Word. And because as we understand His Word, we understand Him. And that's what I need. We all need it, but that's what I need. So there's this phrase that I've heard probably from when I was born, talks about the fear of the Lord. And I've heard all kinds of explanations of it, and many of them very satisfying and helpful. But there's a translation here, Bruce Waltke's translation, and in his comments have just really given me fresh insight into what the fear of the Lord is all about. And I want to just get into that with you this morning a little bit. The translation is in chapter 9 and verse 10, and Waltke's translation reads this way: "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom," and it's a common theme, "and knowledge of the Holy One is insight." So notice the Hebrew poetry rhymes and combines ideas, not words. So the combination here, the key point is wisdom and insight, and fear of the Lord and knowledge of the Holy One. So fear lines up with knowledge of the Holy One, fear of the Lord, and wisdom, beginning wisdom, is connected to insight. So if I am in fear of the Lord, that's how I begin to even understand what the world is all about, because it's His world. He's in control. So that's wisdom to begin with, but then that grows. So as I begin to know God, and again, there's this knowledge, which means this deep, intimate, interpersonal understanding. It's not just a factual academic knowledge, but a knowledge that means that I know Him relationally. That's what wisdom is. And knowledge of the Holy One is insight. As I know the character of God, as I long to know Him, that brings insight and wisdom to me. Listen to the part of the commentary on this verse that is laid out for us. Upon encountering the Holy One, one is filled with both fear and trust. Notice the juxtaposition. Upon encountering the Holy One is filled with both fear and trust, and gives expression to that awe by submitting to the ethics entailed in the purity of the Holy One. It's a little bit formal way of saying what it means is that I am so blown away by God, both in fear and also the fact that I can trust Him. Psalm 130 says, with you there's forgiveness of sins, therefore you're feared. So I can fear and trust. And this awe is so impactful to me that I can do nothing but buy into the righteous, ethical commands that He gives me, because they represent the purity of God. Not some standard by which I get things done and check off and attain righteousness. Righteousness is attained by Jesus, not me. But rather, this fear and awe, this trust in God, results in wanting to obey His laws, because that takes me to the purity and wonder of God. It doesn't make me a better person. It lets me draw close to the wonder of God. Therefore, the commentary continues, wisdom consists in transcending the fallen human world and participating in the divine, the holy. See, being wise means I'm participating in the very character and person of God. And that's brought about by the fear of the Lord. Never heard it framed exactly that way. I'm sure it has been, and I probably dismissed it. But that literally blew me away this morning, and it is so encouraging to me, and I hope it is to you too. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and knowledge of the Holy One is insight. This is not about do's and don'ts. This is about loving the one who loves us, and having such fear, awe, trust, that it shapes who I am. And wisdom leads me then to participate in the person and character of God in the way that he's called us to. And that's just beautiful. And we'll talk more about it, but I wanted to go over that much with you this morning. Lord bless you. Have a great day. And again, love your feedback and comments. And so Lord bless you this day. Bye-bye.